me know if this has ever happened to you. You are either almost done with a painting or you think you're actually done, and you sit with it for a while. And in that process of letting everything just, you absorb it all and just take it in, you start to think, maybe there's not enough color in there. Maybe I need to add one more color. Maybe I need to make things a little bit more different in this section. Maybe it's just not bright enough. And you start to second guess yourself. I think we're all guilty of that at some point, no matter our experience or skill level, right? We're human, it gets the best of us. And I want to share one thing that I've learned throughout the years that has, it's not a 100%. At some points, you just got to wreck the painting and be done with it and not feel so precious about it. And I know for some of you that sounds crazy right now, but when you start getting a little more secure in what you can do in a painting, and knowing that you can, if you took it too far, you could bring it back, right? Then it's not so scary. And sometimes we have to do that just to not be so precious, like, oh my God, if I do one thing, I'm gonna ruin it. Like, we can't feel that way, because it just makes creating art difficult, and it takes the fun out of it, right? So I do acknowledge there are times where I struggle and I just don't want to mess it up still even. And so here's a little thing that I've learned to do, and I don't use it a lot, but I do use it every once in a while when I just want to test something out and not have any impact on the painting at all. So I get a clear cellophane sheet here, these things, and you see I put some paint on it, and you can put multiple colors in multiple areas. And so what I'll do is I'll just hold it up to a section in the painting, like I want to test these two colors and see how they would look, or these two, and see what mood does this bring in, what mood or vibe does that bring in. And I can actually move this all over and test where the colors I think might, work. And, it saves me. Let's say I want to consider this color, which is really bright. I don't necessarily always want to put it on a painting that I am considering as finished, because I like the vibe of it as it is, right? But if I want to test something because I just can't settle it in my mind, I'm going to put it on here. And then I'm going to hold it up, and I'm really going to play around with some areas, see what it does, how it changes the mood. Does one color work better than the other? Do they both work? All of that, right? And, I could bring that anywhere. Even though I've got dark paint on here, it just really settles things in your mind. So try that. This is nothing but an overhead sheet for those overhead projectors that my teachers used to use, and I used to use when I taught high school. It really can just settle things. And whatever you have to do to not stress yourself out about your art, not worry about it, not second guess yourself. We are all just humans. It's part of the process. But wow, what a difference it makes, right? You see instantly whether it's a yes or a absolutely not, and no impact on the painting. So if you're struggling with something along that effect, give that a try and see if it makes it just a little bit easier for you.